Welcome, welcome. It has been a minute, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I am your GCF Commissioner, Joseph Saint, joined as always by your owner.
RJ Wallace.
That's your name.
Yeah, that is.
And joined by the birthday boy, give it up, TJ Suave.
Yeah,
Dang.
you're on my birthday.
Happy birthday, sir.
Got me a gift here.
Yeah, won't
Wait,
you
oh,
open
oh,
that gift?
oh, they know me too well.
Oh, there it
Oh, yeah.
is. Brand new bottle.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that.
Totos?
Yes.
Totos,
Brand new
man.
Totos.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, pop that bad boy open, man.
that's what I'm doing.
It's
Now,
It's a good
I
day for
have been told by upper management, I guess beyond you guys, to
There's a little bit.
ease it up a little. I guess I've been drinking a little too much on air, so I brought myself a mixer today. We're gonna, cut it a little.
He's got the bubbly.
That's right, bubbly right here.
All right.
And I think that's good now. Yes.
Jesus.
All right. Okay.
That's how you
Oh!
do growing up. That is
Cheers.
growing up.
Makes my kidneys hurt.
Done it like a real man. There we go. All right, guys, let's get into it. It's been a little bit. As you know, we had a little bit of problems there once again with the investors coming down on me for some things.
telling me to cut my booze a little.
Tell him, yeah, basically saying that I'm overstepping a little bit. 1 year in, and now I'm overstepping what I do with our champ and DI and some other stuff. Maybe I'll get into that. Maybe I won't. Don't really give a damn about their opinions. Anyway, getting into it now. RJ, what's going on in the world of wrestling?
That's a good question. Okay, so I watched
Wrestling.
NXT on Friday, I think.
Watch NXT. More than I did this week.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up, just so I can be on top
mark.
of what's going on.
Right.
That too, and
Well, and we'll get into the NXT, not even about necessarily results. So I'll let you do the results, but we'll obviously dive deep into this move too. But
they're going to USA finally. I mean,
is it a finally?
Well,
Is that a finally in your eyes?
I know Triple H was trying to dodge it for a while, but I think
Rightfully so.
and I think the move
Do you
is
think
kind
rightfully so?
I think rightfully so. He should have dodged it for all that it's worth. Let me tell you this way. And I'm not going to sit here and be a mark and be like, oh, it's the worst thing in the world.
But we're on Mats and Marks.
But I'm going to say history repeats itself. And
Yes.
what I'm going to say is, why was ECW a success? Realistically.
because they weren't on cable television.
Because they were an edgy, cool product that came about and was almost something that came off as hidden. It was a hidden gem. It felt like something you weren't supposed to see on television.
Well, yeah.
It felt
Yeah, I
like
can agree
something
with that.
you wouldn't see in everyday wrestling world. And to a certain extent, NXT was that
That's
next
true.
step. Why did ECW fail aside from Paul Heyman not writing proper checks? WWE CW drastically failed because they put ECW on a television channel
On Sci-Fi.
on Sci-Fi and labeled it ECW, and
they-
it wasn't.
yeah.
And it
put
was
all the
taking
NXT
a
guys on
product.
there.
It was taking something that
taking-
happened organically, happened as a very small, very underground group, very loyal, and you put it on television, and it was doomed from the very beginning. I don't want to say that that's what this is. However, NXT is seen as something very cool. NXT is seen as something that you're not supposed to see on television. NXT is as indie wrestling as WWE is going to get, and now it's on USA. Everything that the fan base, everything that the loyal fan base turned NXT into is not going to be the same on USA Network.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I mean, they'll still be at Full Sail though.
You know what? It depends. You stumped me a little. It depends on the viewers. It depends. It depends what fans are watching. If it is straight up WWE fans, which I know a lot of people like that, no, they're not going to tune in. If it's just one of its fans already that have been following, NXT since its inception,
Right.
or at least since they've gotten into it, yes, they're gonna go with it. They're gonna go with wherever their brand goes. Because as a big ECW fan, as shit-tastic as WWE CW was, I watched it. I had to.
You did. You gave it a chance.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
once it hit a
Wait,
certain
which
point,
version of WWE CW are we talking
we're
about?
talking Sci-Fi Network.
Was there any
Matt
other?
Stryker,
Well,
CM Punk,
Okay, I was
the new
like,
breed.
I was like from 06.
The new breed?
the new breed.
The new breed.
That
I
was
was like,
Elijah Burke.
yeah,
Oh,
like
I'm
Kevin
thinking-
Thorne.
New Blood was WCW.
New Blood was
okay.
yes.
Okay. Yes.
New,
You're right.
New
Yeah.
Blood was even more shit
Yes.
tastic.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, WWE CW is terrible, but I think NXT has something good here because, you know, in a way, it's good because it gives hardcore WWE fans no excuse to not know who these NXT guys are when they go up to the main roster. And
Right.
how does NXT's move to USA now affect the main roster move now? Because I mean, there's no reason to take them to the main.
no, it's a third brand.
Yeah,
now,
there's no
which
reason
is
to take
the
them to
only
the main
thing I'm
roster.
excited for in theory. Why I'm not excited is I
But
get.
so was ECW.
Yes, it was, and that's my point. And
So
while
you get like a video game where it's like featuring
Yeah.
NXT.
While I love the idea that Vince is going to be occupied with this football league, I don't believe that Vince is going to leave anything on USA and not have his hand in it.
Oh, and there's
and
no way in
that's
hell.
my issue because NXT has strived because it is a product of Triple H.
Yeah.
In the best way possible. Do I think Triple H should run the WWE? No. But do I love what he's done with NXT? Yes. And that's where there's that fine little line that I don't think we're ready for them to cross over with yet. And it's all thrown out the window now.
You think NXT gets pyro? I'm down for it.
I think everything's going to get pyro as long as they compete with AEW now.
Yeah, and
Which,
that's,
again, brings us to the Wednesday Night War.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be much of a war though.
I don't either. And AEW will be the first ones to tell you that they're not
It's not-
looking to battle. This is WWE looking to battle.
Yes. Yes.
In a way that shows, and I've said this before on the show, it shows fear because Vince didn't bat an eye at TNA for over a decade. He didn't do a damn thing, and he didn't need to.
Even when
But
Hogan went there.
Even when Hogan went there, the best he did was got Brett and Shawn to hug it out, and he wasn't afraid. It ruined TNA's ratings. But the fact that you're trying so hard for this little upstart promotion shows fear. You're scared.
Well, I also think in the back of Vince's mind, he knows how brilliant of a mind Cody is just because of who his dad
absolutely.
is, you know? So I think he knows, like, what he's dealing with now. Like, back in the day, he knew Billionaire Ted wasn't a fucking wrestling mind. Like,
Ted was in the wrestling
yeah,
business.
you know, Billionaire Ted wasn't all about let's build up these characters and, you know, let's throw people off cells and shit. No. I think Vince is really just thinking like, oh shit, like, you know, these guys are smart enough to know what they're doing.
It is the younger generation finally with a mindset. You didn't see this before. WCW certainly wasn't the younger generation. TNA was not the younger generation. That was Jarrett Promotions from the beginning. This is the first time you've seen a young upstart fan base to follow the product with the money to back it up. And you should be scared. And I know that others have the mentality of Mr. Dello said that a year from now we'll all be sitting here as AEW goes under. No, we won't. No, we won't. Will we be sitting here and say, okay, let's look at what mistakes they've made in the past year? That's a possibility.
That's any company.
But that's anywhere. But 1 year from now, no, AEW will not go under. 3 years from now, sure, let's talk. But
if somehow TNA / Impact has somehow kept going,
thank you.
how can they?
TNA is definitely
Yeah.
TNA
What
has
will
always
be
reinvented themselves though.
no. The only
Yeah.
way that the nail in the coffin comes to
More than
AEW
once.
is if Tony Khan backs out with his money. So, yes, if a number of things were to go wrong and he up and pulls out his money, yes, AEW would fold. But
Pull
that's
that game strong.
that was any promotion. You know,
That's the
let's
thing
hope.
though. Tony Khan is like
But Tony Khan
literally
is
all
literally
in.
all in on this.
Like he's like he doesn't see this failing.
Balls deep.
Like
I truly believe, and something that no one's asked for some reason, that all this chanting and talking about Punk, do I think he's going to show up and wrestle? No. But do I think because of what's come out this week, that he might be an announcer for AEW, I think that'd be brilliant. And I've heard that his manager reached out to Fox Sports.
Yes, I saw that. Yes.
You heard about this? Yeah,
No,
you're shaking
I
your
heard.
head.
Well, no, I heard.
So the
but-
rumor is that CM Punk's manager reached out to Fox Sports. Fox Sports is going to air a talk show on WWE, like This Week in Wrestling. And Punk's manager reached out about the possibility of Punk getting hired by Fox Sports to host a WWE show. That would be very interesting because he still wouldn't necessarily be an employee of the WWE, but he gets his name out
Oh,
there
but he
again.
gets a chance to give his hot takes.
Yep.
Give his fucking stupid
Which is, yeah.
Fox Sports like.
Well, Okay, let me
I wanna
ask you
hear it.
this. Of everything,
I wanna hear it.
and I get that you hold a grudge, and the wrestling world holds a lot of grudge.
It's-
You know,
At this point, it's like, what's the point of Punk coming back? He's
I
clearly
understand that.
spitting our faces as wrestling fans. Like, no, fuck you guys. I'm gonna go be a shitty MMA fighter, and then I might come back.
I don't hold a grudge for
His ass
trying to
whipped.
follow his little dreams that he had left. For that, if it's doing something that he always wanted to do in the back of his mind, fine, go do it. Go try it. You got that out of your system now. Now you're thinking announcing again. You were a great announcer. I remember back in what, 08? When was he injured? No, a little later than 8.
2010.
2010, 2011, he was announcing while he was injured. He did a great job.
was
Well,
great.
that was right after
That was during like the Nexus's heyday.
Yeah,
he. Oh, that. So he was.
he was the
still
leader of
with
the
them,
Nexus.
right?
Yeah,
No, it was right before joining them.
Oh,
because that's how it was.
You're
yeah.
right. You're right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah,
I drink
he-
too much. I
he-
don't remember too
He has a hell of a lot of talent in announcing. So yeah, if he were to come back as an announcer, I say all for it. Especially when you have the rumors that AEW is reaching out to old timer announcers that I don't want to hear of.
Tony
I-
Schiavone. You don't want to hear Tony
I
Schiavone?
don't. I didn't want to hear Tony Schiavone back in his heyday that if he had one. I
or
don't
who's
ever
the-
need to hear Mike Tenay again, ever.
The
Well,
professor.
Comparing those guys to
Well,
Jim Ross is a slap in
that-
Jim Ross's face.
Yeah,
Jim Ross
but
is the voice of
you also
wrestling,
don't
and
need
you
to
all
hear
talk-
Tenay and Jim Ross at the same time either.
No.
Like, no.
And I get
But
that
it's
again.
happened
It's
before.
very easy to talk shit on Jim Ross's announcing lately. I don't have a problem with it. Yes, I grew up and I
Jim Ross has gone through a lot in the last year. Fuck
exactly.
off.
You know,
Exactly. I
Jim
agree with
Ross
you there.
knows more.
Shut the fuck up and enjoy Jim Ross.
Jim
Shut
Ross
up and
has
listen to his
forgotten
Better
more
than
about
listen
this
to the fucking
business.
King. I'll tell you that. It's better than listening to Jerry the King.
Jim
Lawler.
Ross has forgotten more about this business than I will ever know, and that can't be said about any other announcer. Period.
Not
Done.
Morrow.
Period.
Morrow is very good at what he does. If he sticks out as long as Jim Ross, which is really saying something, sure. But to compare any of the old-time WCW announcers, no.
I mean, if
You're going to
anything,
pull
it
up
was
Bobby
the
Heenan. I
Brain.
already
Yeah, it
know
was
that
Bobby
someone's going to say
Heenan.
that in the comments. Loved him
But
more,
it's
and it's a
different.
manager, but it's very
It was-
different
it
things.
was-
You can compare Bobby and Jerry Lawler.
Yes.
But Bobby was better than Jerry Lawler.
Yes.
too?
Yes.
Yes. But Jim Ross is the epitome of what an announcer should be.
Sorry, I failed you. I'm nowhere near on Jim Ross's level.
I mean, you're better than the King, man.
There you go.
Am
you're,
I?
You're our Jerry Lawler, all right? That's all that you need to strive for.
I can name like 5 announcers. You're
You know
better
what?
than.
Before we go any further, I see Tony Reyes, our UV champ, saying, "Sup, fellas?
up,
Let's
Tony
talk,
Reyes?
Tony. Where were we yesterday, Jamal?
3PW.
RJ, we were at 3PW. Tell everyone about that.
3PW, man. You know, it's a great atmosphere. It's a great, just a great environment, man. All the boys just
Ooh.
really. Oh damn, he brings up a good point.
I agree with Tony Reyes here.
See,
Sorry to cut you
Yeah,
off.
I mean,
Say
Throwing
it.
out Jesse the Body. Mm-hmm.
80s.
He
wrestlers
was
are-
ahead of his time.
Yes, he was.
In all aspects. Jesse the Body was very ahead of his
Then
time.
really shit the bed when he went to politics, but we don't talk about that.
Minnesota, man. Come on.
Man,
I gave a 4th grade report on him because of Minnesota.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. They let me pick what. I picked Minnesota solely because of Jesse Ventura.
But was the headline that he's a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus?
Had I known it at the time.
Oh shit, that's funny. That's real insight. Joseph Saint made a 4th grade report on
Hell yeah.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
That's
I think it was Jesse the Governor Ventura at that point. But yeah.
Jesse the governing body Ventura.
Anyway, though, getting back to it, 3PW had a hell of a show yesterday.
Out in Anaheim, right 5 minutes away from the crib. Gotta love it. Didn't have to go away to Long Beach this time. It's a nice area, nice space. The American Legion Post.
Very nice.
72 in Anaheim. Real good space. Very great card. Shout out to my man B.A. Marcus Frey. I mean, he didn't get the win against Tony Reyes, but Kobe didn't win every game he played in.
UV champ.
Yeah, shout out to the UV champ Tony Reyes representing GCF and 3PW, and it was a good time.
Always a great product, guys.
Being backstage, ringing the bell, eating nachos with
You have to ring the bell?
eating nachos with my good friend Dustin Lawyer.
guy.
Yelling at Luther because he was fucking up the music for the first two matches. It was great.
I don't vouch for our ref, just so.
Yeah. Hey man, he's still
We all
learning.
keep
He's still learning.
Giving our little ref jobs. I'm all for it. Let the kid ref. Leave it at that. Just leave it at that. and don't let him go. Like, give him a good solid 3 matches to ref. A little more than that, he gets a little antsy.
Hey, he's paid his dues. He's refed full shows before. He's out here
At
in
least
the streets.
every other
He's got
match, give
credits.
the kid a water bottle, let him cool down, see if he's good to ref the next one.
girlfriend,
Send him back out
his
there.
girlfriend brings him water after every match. Gives him a little
Stick
swig.
to the wrestling. Don't give him too much, or refereeing. No, not too much sugar. Don't give him soda. It's too much out there when he's out there with that.
Yeah, I don't know what's in that hydro flask. It's probably Kool-Aid because his mouth is always red. So it probably is. So shout out to Luther, man. You're doing good things, man. You're better than all the other guys that we tried to put in training. I'll tell you that. Can we say that on the air?
You know
You
what?
just did.
I'm gonna label him GCF's official trainee. So boom, boom.
GCF
The
School
GCF,
of Hard Knocks is open.
I thought it was a
and
power
Luther
plant.
is
Now I
the
don't vouch
first
for you though on that.
graduate.
I'm just naming you the official trainee. You got a lot riding on your shoulders, kid.
Luther
Don't
is-
let us down.
Luther is the Patrick Clark, and we're hoping he turns to the Velveteen Dream, baby. Woo!
Solid. I like it.
Shout out to Luther.
Shout out to NXT there too.
Shout out to NXT.
Boom.
We'll be
too.
seeing you
Full
on
circle,
USA.
guys.
Yeah. Oh man, that was good. See, this is,
Look at that. We come on with nothing.
and we made something out of it. That was great. Still didn't even finish talking about.
Well, all you
3PW.
got to do is throw down a mic.
Let's
throw down a
talk
bottle
about.
of Tonos,
Well,
and
we're talking
ready to
3PW. Let's talk about that main event.
So okay, our good friend Mikey O'Shea, who's he's hit a little bit of a crossroads lately.
Do
go.
tell.
He got hit by Cody Rhodes. His finishing move.
No, no.
You watched the Britney Spears movie?
But before you go any further,
Britney Spears movie.
solid reference. He
gets
dug
it.
deep.
Britney Spears. has
Britney
a-
Spears starred in the movie. The title was Crossroads.
That's all you needed to know.
The end.
The year was 2000.
TJ's just digging deep for these references, and he.
I was
nailed
thinking
it.
Bone Thugs and Harmony, not
Okay. you can't-
Britney
They
Spears
did give
and
me an erection.
Crossroads.
Britney Spears
Well, that's
did.
not wrestling related, but can we talk about Hasbro buying a?
Death Row Records. Oh my God, that was great. Yes, Hasbro Toys has bought Death
So
Row
not
Records.
wrestling related, but I'm just saying while we're on the topic, he reached down to
Yeah.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. I have to say it. Hasbro Entertainment bought Death Row Records.
What does this mean? We don't know. But
I-
all I know
It
is
means you're going to get a rapping Mr. Potato
I
Head
want
soon.
a Snoop Dogg Mr. Potato Head.
there's gonna be a Tupac Mr. Potato Head.
Soundwave is going to be playing Tupac.
Hasbro has all the licensing rights to Tupac's music. I just want you to know this. So Hasbro's gonna make their money.
You can't make it up. That's the best part. You can't never make this stuff up.
I didn't even know Hasbro had money like that. What?
Snoop Dogg songs on Power Rangers now.
Yep, yep.
And then
Look at that. You tune in for wrestling and we take it down to the next. Talking Hasbro buying.
You think Suge Knight knows? Like he's in jail. So
Well, I mean,
you think
he
they told
doesn't
him?
have anything to profit from
This
anymore.
is true.
so-
I mean, but you think like his lawyer was like, "Hey, bro, like
I mean, it's
we
probably
just
covering the
sold-
cost of his lawyers.
Hasbro just putting money on his books." Just that's fucking. Oh man, that's great. That's great business right there. That's
All right, yeah. Well, that's my fault. I just 1 year in, people, and I just fly off topic. So
found
let's
all these
talk.
toys.
Let's take it back. Because before you tell us what happened, I just want to take a little credit because I'm arrogant like that and say, I don't think Mikey O'Shea's been the same since I called him out and said he was all heart and sometimes the heart gets in the way of making the tough decisions. I'm just going to go on record as saying it. Now tell the story of what happened.
Yeah, Mikey O'Shea has had some sort of like a weird attitude change. It's like he doesn't know where he's at most times. And,
You got into
know,
my Totos?
dude, he probably did. I don't know. But yeah, man, his demeanor's different. Like he's acting a little weird, man. Like
Hey, I give him credit. Sometimes you got to, change it up. If it's not working, change it up. I'm the first one to come down on you and say you were getting in the way of yourself.
I mean,
So
he's got new gear. He's got a new attitude. He's a lot more aggressive in the ring.
now he did not pick up the win, though. Am I right?
No, he did not. Jordan Clearwater, the golden boy, is the most clean-shaven, fresh-faced man I've ever seen in my life.
I would know nothing. about
Literally the perfect-looking white boy. Pause.
that. Well, that hurts
like,
my feelings.
the-
though.
You're perfect white men,
Thank you.
Okay,
All right.
there you
All
go.
right.
I'll
That
take
works.
that one.
I guess.
We go to the same groomers, too. I just get mine a little cleaned.
Guys are impeccable looking.
Thank you.
It's crazy.
We
look-
share
pays for it.
Sunglass links to one another.
I mean, we do. Like, he
Via
can't
Facebook.
afford mine, but I send him, like, like 2 tiers down.
I mean, TJ makes
$5.
TJ makes good porn money. I mean,
he
I'm saying
does,
good-
but you don't make that good
Nice.
money and then go spend it on glasses. You know,
No.
I do, but
You make porn?
no, I just invest
Well,
in
I
it.
mean, we
Step
don't
on
know.
my toes.
Hey, listen, you guys did say you guys go way back, so we don't know if
What comments do we got here?
TJ, you're
Happy
46.
birthday, 46. Never looked so good,
46.
You're
TJ.
46. Jesus
agree.
Christ! That's why you drink like that? Jesus Christ!
I don't want to be alive anymore.
You take us off the air for a week and shit goes crazy. Look at that.
TJ's 46. Nobody told us this. God, TJ's been
How we doing, investors? How we
TJ's
doing?
been-
You like what you see? You're always watching.
Up
I
and
know
down
you
the
hired
road.
him with some pushing on my part. I just want to know, do you like what you see here, guys?
Had I known he was 46, shit, we got a fucking life insurance plan on this motherfucker.
Especially the way I drink. I
Yeah,
can
you
drop
know.
tomorrow.
He's pickling himself. It keeps him.
He's just making the process faster.
All right, guys. So, yes, big shout outs to 3PW. You always have an excellent show. Look forward to the next one. I believe that's September 28th.
September 28th.
Look for more news soon. Good Lord. Let's talk. Well, TJ, you've been my favorite announcer since I was a little kid.
Oh, Ryan.
You know,
well,
there's
Ryan,
some good tapes out
Ryan-
there. Backyard days. You know, you
I think I was arrested at one point.
can't talk about that.
Oh,
on
no.
air.
We were not
No,
going to bring
just-
that up. But, oh, yeah.
Dang, the
But he's
80s.
done some announcing. I know that he.
Like 2004, 2005.
You
I
worked
think
with that luchador.
I was out there.
I know that you partnered with that lucha dude in the announce team that always asks for a job that I'm not willing
Juan
to hire.
Pablo?
Juan Pablo,
Juan
dude,
Pablo.
he's famous, man.
That's
Yeah.
mi amigo.
Juan
bring Juan
Pablo
Pablo
del
down
Toro.
here.
I've heard. I know you've had some meetings with him. Our announce team's a little full right
like
now.
his people are talking to our.
They are. I mean, JP's reached out quite a
You gotta
bit.
bring Juan Pablo.
Juan
down
Pablo
here.
del Toro, you're
Bring him on
on
the podcast.
kid. You're on the radar. All
I
right,
gotta
I'll just
do
put it
is-
that way. I know you
Kid,
go
I heard
back.
he was like.
I
heard
mean,
he was
he's-
like older than
if
TJ.
he's 46, I think Juan Pablo is pushing 60.
yeah, Juan Pablo's.
But he hides it well under that mask.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, his burrow gets him around everywhere. It's amazing.
his burr.
Yeah,
Oh, his
yeah,
donkey.
yeah.
That's racist.
That's his car. No, it's not. It's a true
It's his
story. It's
means
his
of
car.
Mm-hmm.
transportation.
He's still just.
This dog, dude. You gotta see. Okay, Tej has photos. We can't.
I don't
air
know
it
if
on
I
the
wanna
air.
see
You
those.
can't
Yeah,
see
I'm
all
over
the
those.
donkey photos that I have on my phone.
I've
I should probably start deleting them.
I've seen Clerks too. I know how that whole donkey thing goes.
I do too.
cameo.
That's right. God, dude, TJ swallowed.
Let's
it.
get
been
into
around.
wrestling, guys.
TJ
It's
swallowed.
been a
it.
little-
The same year that I made my debut as a
Should we tell that?
in-ring announcer.
So a quick cameo, true story. If you ever come across Clerks 2, and this is true, I don't lie to you. Look for a cameo appearance from a very young TJ Suave.
I had hair.
He
And he had hair.
We won't tell you exactly where to look. Just know Jay and Silent Bob Deal. Look for him in the background. True story. Let's get back into
Well, actually,
wrestling.
I got cut out of that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you were there though.
I was there. You don't
But,
see me. I was there for the ATM scene, if you know what I'm talking about.
Okay, correct.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that seems.
And I'm not lying to you. He's there. That's a true story. That's actually one of the reasons we met.
I should
too.
reach
But
out to Kevin Smith, get him on this podcast.
Jay and Bob reboot coming soon.
He's
We would
friends
love
with
to-
Chris Jericho.
I know it. Jericho makes an appearance from what I've.
Yeah.
Yeah. They actually are in the other thing together too. Well,
Dang, so TJ Suave doesn't just do porn; he does
I
you
do
know,
all.
You get
I'm
around
like
the
a
business.
Renaissance man.
Renaissance. That's
All
the
right,
title of your
guys.
next porn.
Let's keep it wrestling. Let's talk broader, wide world here. Seth and Becky.
Why?
Good
Why?
for them.
What?
They're
What?
engaged.
Yes. You hear about this?
It's the wide
I
world
heard.
of wrestling. Let's talk it.
A wise man once told me marriage was a sham.
Was that me?
Well, it was both of y'all. But, I mean, yeah, so I mean, shout out to Seth Rollins, but I mean,
And shout out to his cock ring fitting her finger.
I'm sorry. Oh. Finn Balor got married. So I guess before he says that rumor too. Yeah, Finn Balor married. All right.
Congratulations. I'm going to leave it at that.
We broke your owner. Not saying that one. Not saying that one. Nope. All right. We got a few questions, and we'll come and go. Yeah.
Becky's
gonna get
got the
kicked off.
meats. Arby's style.
You know what? As long as we're on the topic, this works, of things that are going to get us removed from the air.
You keep bringing me on.
I do. I don't know. I mean, it's the most ratings we get.
speaking
This is
of
what
which-
Let me get there.
I want a Subway Club. now.
TJ has a story, and it is related to this show. As long as we're still saying things
To
that are getting us
Facebook.
kicked off.
To wrestling.
TJ Suave, when he was not on the show, commented on our cameraman Hollywood that was here.
Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah. He made a joke saying he looked like an old wrestler. And that joke got
Did I
him.
not say it?
Oh no, we're gonna get there.
right.
Got him kicked off of Facebook for 24,
24
hours. So let's go into detail there. It is wrestling related. Let's talk about it, Tej.
I made a comment because that day, Hollywood's wearing
This
his,
is about 3 weeks back
his
with Hollywood.
headband, his shades, because, he's been hanging out with me too much. And I said, you're starting to look like white trash Johnny Webb. That was the comment that I left.
That is the wrestler's name.
White
Gimmick
trash Johnny Webb was a wrestler.
was a former
from
XPW heavyweight
yes.
champion.
Yes. Shout out to Johnny Webb there. You're always one of my faves. But anyway, that name got me kicked off of Facebook for 24 hours. I couldn't post anything. I couldn't comment on anything. And out of all the things that I myself, me, TJ Suave, posts on Facebook, that's what they removed me
So
from.
just,
You said some
just
crazy shit.
for the
yeah,
fellow.
there was
yeah.
something in my memories the other day where
Yes,
He
you
doesn't want me to
post
say
a
it.
lot of things that should get him kicked off.
it was a
and
meme
instead you post
from 2 years back of someone giving it to a McDonald's employee. And I commented, "You better fug her for that extra nugger." That's still on Facebook. That's still on Facebook. 2 years ago.
So what we're just
Yeah.
asking is how a
Johnny
wrestling.
Webb got me thrown off of Facebook.
So be careful, not apparently what you say on the air. Be careful, fans, what you're commenting.
commenting.
Because apparently, if you comment "white trash Johnny Webb" in the comments, you will get banned for 24 hours.
Man,
Now I'm trying to think of other gimmicks.
soon
that-
this is going to be pulled because I said it.
So if I typed in the gobbledygooker, would I get banned?
oh,
Just saying. I won't dig deep into detail on that.
I mean, the
but
Asian community
white
might-
I'm glad
trash
you
Johnny
pronounced it
Webb.
softly.
Thank you. Got him banned.
what if?
An-
How is
Annoying.
that racist?
What if white?
Well,
trash
it's not
Johnny-
racist.
how
It's
is-
so I'm
how-
thinking
I
if
look
you.
at you.
It's like you asking the wrong one. I can tell you.
He could post white trash, but apparently I can't.
Oh,
No? Yes?
I mean,
Damn.
why? You're saying that.
that hurt. That hurt. I felt that. I felt that one. I felt that one. That was. Hey, we make crazy decisions. You know?
Oh, man. Johnny Webb, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What if Johnny Webb was one who reported it?
I didn't even think about that. Okay, well, either way, I'm sorry, Johnny.
No,
Webb.
and Johnny Webb, I'm a fan. I know he's a fan, obviously. Reach out. I know we've had a little bit of contact going back a year, which is going to come full circle because that was our very first show 1 year ago to the day. Good as gold. More announcements on that coming soon.
Oh,
I know it, but I digress. Greater world of wrestling. Was there anything else this week in wrestling you want to talk before we dig into some of these questions asked for us?
I'm just not excited about this terrible King of the Ring tournament finishing.
Well, and I know that was a question for us, so we can say it. It's this week. Who do you think is going to win that?
Is Cedric Alexander still in it?
Cedric is still in it.
Second Black King
Ricochet
of the Ring.
is still
Third
in
Black
it.
King of the Ring. Let's do it.
Drew is still in it, which I would imagine McIntyre is taking this whole thing.
That
Because
would be
why
good.
wouldn't he?
But I just don't understand. Okay, what's the point of?
Well, they haven't
this King of the Ring?
Yeah, they haven't promised the winner anything yet. So I don't know. So that's why I'm like, if we're looking at it as classic King of the Ring, then are we looking at this as the star builder? Because if it's building a star, McIntyre shouldn't take it. McIntyre is already ready for that shot. Like, give him the belt. Now, if we're going to use it to get a title shot, then sure, McIntyre wins. If we're just building stars, Ricochet, Cedric. It should be one of those. It does not need to be Elias.
No.
It sure as hell
Elias
doesn't
is
need to
still
be
in the
Baron
tournament?
Corbin.
He just
Yeah.
beat Kevin Owens. Am I wrong? Isn't that what happened?
Shit.
He went over Kevin Owens.
So
I think Shane ran down.
so it's Elias, Baron Corbin, Ricochet, Drew, and Cedric.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if Baron Corbin wins
It
this King of the
should
Ring, dude.
solely come down. Well, but like you guys already said, it's probably going to be McIntyre.
No,
But it
absolutely.
should solely come down.
That'd
to
be good. I mean,
And that's the
Ricochet
point.
versus
As long as
Cedric,
it's not
'cause that would
Elias
be-
or Baron, then I don't care who wins it. It could for the winner at that point.
I can see
I was gonna say,
Drew
that would
winning
be an
it.
outstanding match.
I think Drew should win it if they're giving him a title shot.
Yeah, Drew
I would
wins it
love
and
to
he
see
goes
Drew
after
get that
Seth.
title. I think Drew was ready for that title 6 months ago. I won't say a full year, but I think Drew could have believably gone against Brock Lesnar
yeah.
had they built him up right, and they were for a while there. But some
I
questions
just-
I know that we're getting asked about. I know I mentioned Good as Gold, which it would be the anniversary show. Anniversary show matches. I can't tell you anything quite yet because there's a few things in the works coming up. I'm just going to put it that way.
Yeah, it's
Some wrestlers you would like to have back, I'll tell you right now. If we're looking back a year ago, wrestlers I would like to have back, I would love to see. Well, first of all, I would love to see my boy Ian Bear back with us, and we're in contact all the time.
I wouldn't.
I know you wouldn't. I would love to see the man that Ian Bear lost to at our very first show.
I was like, I mean, be easy with that.
Ian and Rudy Rogers put on the very first match ever in Gold Coast Federation. I would love to see both of them back with us. Guys I want to see back over the past year, Andy Brown, come on back.
Oh, yeah.
Andy Brown's a show stealer. Mariachi Loco.
Yes.
And,
My guy
and these
Richie
aren't
Slade.
just Richie Slade.
Yeah.
And these aren't just guys I want to see back. I can promise you I'm going to get these guys back for the fans as well. I know you all enjoyed them. We enjoyed having them. Let's put on these matches. Let's have a couple dream matches. Dream match scenario, I would love to see SoCal Crazy and Mariachi Loco tear the house down. Things like that.
John, don't take our idea.
It's been done before. It'll be done again. I'm just saying, you put it in a GCF ring, and it's going to be bigger than that.
It's gonna be.
I know we
good as
got a few
gold.
questions about the girls, the female talent. I'm sorry. Are we going to see more females in the ring at GCF? Absolutely.
When
Do you think?
when Gio Amazing shows up, yeah.
Do you think Katana Vera can just get away with costing Ruby that match, and we're not going to see them back? They open the door. They open the gate. We're getting some women's matches in here. I think Katana's got a lot to answer for.
Ruby Ray still hasn't answered back to my DM.
RJ's a little upset. He shoot your shot. Is that what I'm getting
I
at?
shot my shot, man.
He shot his shot,
Shot my
and he got
shot,
nothing
and
back in
just
return.
didn't
And RJ, you gotta learn when to fold them. Just saying.
You're saying Kenny Rogers.
I am.
You know I don't.
Good old Kenny Rogers.
Damn good chicken.
And
I actually
excellent
don't know.
casino.
I've never eaten this chicken.
It's
I
like
don't
Kenny Rogers makes chicken.
and casinos.
You're a youngin. See, I'm 46 apparently. So there was a restaurant called Kenny Rogers Roasters, and he had roasted chicken.
You got no.
Is it somewhere in the south?
I have no idea where the hell it's
Nowhere
at.
to fold them.
It's probably nowhere anymore. He probably went bankrupt. I don't know.
That's fair.
He had to pay for his facial surgeries somehow.
How's Vic doing since he got beat into the support beam? I don't know, because I don't ask him anything. I can tell you, he got in the way of Tony Ray's. He was very, very rudely taking up space in Tony's chair, and Tony kindly asked him to get out of the way.
I just know GCF got some invoice from the West Anaheim Medical Center that I'm not paying for. So Vic, whenever you're,
I mean, I didn't find out until a week ago that apparently the kid passed out at the announce table. No one brought
Yeah.
that to my attention.
Oh, no, I thought he
during the
died.
show.
I seriously
Why didn't you
thought
help?
he died.
Are you guys not CPR certified?
No.
I'm in
we gotta
I'm in
fix that.
Gorilla.
Are you going to pay for that CPR training?
It is $10.
I am in Gorilla upstairs during the show, and not one person mentioned to me that this kid passed out at the
He was
announce
fine.
table.
So we just let somebody
So-
die at the announce
so the
table.
announcers, there's
I gave him a sip of my vodka.
there are
I
three
nursed
of
him
you,
back to
and you
health
just
with
let
that.
this kid lay across the table,
No, he
taking
was
up
like-
space.
Eric
Oh,
Lucas
okay.
is staring at a monitor
okay.
and didn't see Vic slumped over on the screen.
He was
What is
very
wrong with you
focused on the
guys?
action. We are professionals. Do you think I'm going to focus all my attention to the kid dying right here? No.
He's
There is
leaning on- he was
in-ring
leaning
action
on you.
that I have been paid to sit, watch, and call.
There's kids in the
And
crowd.
on top,
We
the
can't
kids
just have
weren't watching
dead
him.
people just.
I mean, I'll give Teach credit. The kids certainly weren't watching the announce team.
No.
They were watching the wrestling going on. They were trying to get their hands on some blood candy.
It was
you know?
fine. It was a weekend
Okay,
at
but this
Bernie's
kid-
scenario.
this
We
kid turned
kept it
into a-
going.
this kid
And
turned
he's
into a
fine.
whole
He
other
lived.
thing.
He lived.
Are we sure?
It's okay. Who
Well,
checked
hold
on
on.
me when I
Hold-
got thrown into
yeah,
a turnbuckle?
I'm gonna say, hold on 1 minute.
Yeah.
Teach is getting angry in his
Yes.
46 year of life.
46 years.
Now, RJ, you're suddenly telling me that I'm legally responsible for the announcer, but you weren't legally responsible for knocking out Gio?
Fuck Gio. He don't work
I'm
for
just
me.
saying, you can't have it both ways. You know, you don't get to knock people out and not care about their medical
And
bills.
Gio tried to hit me.
Medical beer. I'll take some of that.
Gio tried to
Gio
hit
threw
me.
a punch and you decked him. I'm just saying, Gio Mason didn't hit you up for paying for his coverage. The man's got excellent health care.
Because, yeah, he's behind you. I hope he does.
So why wouldn't the kid have excellent health care?
Because we don't have health care here.
Well, that's why you make them sign the independent contractors. You know?
Why would we need the announcers to sign waivers? They aren't supposed to take bumps. See, this is Tony's fault.
Nah. Look at that, Tony. Just throwing you under the bus.
It's, dang, just killing our announcers. I don't even know. Is he cool?
Are you going to go toe-to-toe with Tony?
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying, like,
Then, Tony, you were in the right.
Excellent
It's okay.
shirt, too. Toe to toe with Tony. This summer. Toe to toe with Tony. I like it. All right, guys. We got some Q&As here. Rapid fire. Oh, I like that one. Is WWE getting better? First of all, what point are we judging from? Is WWE getting better? Since, should we say since Heyman and Bischoff got hired? Because Bischoff hasn't done a damn thing since getting hired.
no.
Truth. He's not in charge of anything yet. He's still studying from what I know. He's backstage learning the job, whereas Heyman...
He ran a...
and this is the point, yes.
WCW
But
and
he's-
TNA.
How long he didn't? Nobody ran TNA. I think what happened was took the job because why wouldn't he? You were offered the job over the phone. He took it and then he said, "I want to learn everything that I'm supposed to be in charge of." So he's being very cautious. So it's kind of a wait and see approach for Bischoff. He hasn't fully taken over SmackDown yet. Has it gotten better since Paul Heyman took over? Yes. It's hit or miss, but I think we won't really see it until, and I've said it for weeks now, you won't see officially anything until there's a solid draft. There's nothing to judge by when these guys are allowed to use everyone on the roster. I won't judge them harsher until they have a select roster for each show, and then each of them are running the show. Has it gotten better since I don't have to see all of the McMahon family on air? Yeah.
But you still see Shane McMahon.
You still see Shane.
every week.
And I think that they did that. I do think they did that on purpose because Shane was the most liked one at the time, and I think this is kind of
he
their way.
always kind of has been.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. And I think that was kind of their way of being like, no, like you like Shane more than all of us. Well, now we're gonna make you hate him. Yeah.
Well, have your fair share of Shane McMahon.
Jokes on you. I still cheer for him in every match he has.
His shirts have gotten tighter.
Well, he's
I think
he's
of big old
in
baggy shirt,
yeah,
like
and I think that's
Shane
because
and-
he's actually in shape now,
he's like, now
so he
I'm
wants to
Shane,
show off the
like-
bicep. Yeah.
He's like, shit. I guess I'm a wrestler now. I gotta start looking
You've
like
seen
it.
my father. You're like, oh, all right.
No. So yeah, that was my take. Is W game better? Yes, but it's still a wait and see approach. I mean, what do you guys think on that one?
I agree. A minuscule amount that, it's getting a little better.
It's becoming a little bit more watchable, like every week.
No.
Like now, I take the time to actually watch it live instead of on YouTube. So
Yes, I know some people say no, it isn't. It's quick to say no, it isn't.
it's-
But guys.
No, it isn't. But at the same time, we're kind of shitting on it.
Oh, I mean, and we do this every week. But
This is
for
a
the-
wrestling podcast,
yeah.
but it's like
For
sit
a
down with us for
product-
about an hour, watch us shit on wrestling, and keep tuning in every week, please.
to just blatantly say no, it isn't. Look at the product a year ago. It was bad. It was still worse than it is now. Look at the product now. So is it getting better? Yes, gradually. Do I think The Fiend is the best thing on television right now? When he shows up, I think I like the Wyatt Funhouse more than I like The Fiend, which is saying something. But
Reminds you of Pee Wee.
yeah, it's very cool. It's very different.
And
and that's
Roman
the point.
Reigns is
He doesn't
starting.
know who Pee Wee Herman is.
Do I want to see
know.
Braun and
I
Seth
know.
as tag champs? Absolutely not. But but yes, so it's hit or miss as it always has been, guys. Is the product getting better? Yes. Do I want to see it get more better? Yes. So again, it's the wait and see approach.
Because as much as I said we just shit on wrestling, and WWE does take a lot of shit from fans. It's still what got people into wrestling for the most part. At least everybody that I know. Nobody else saw anything else unless they are apparently my age.
46.
40 or over.
46.
But yes, 46. Most people, that's the first type of wrestling they ever saw. So it's going to hold a soft spot in their heart forever. Do you want to see it truly fail? Not really. You want to see it keep going. But is it what you used to love? No.
No,
Can they
and
get
that's-
back there? Yeah. It's just going to take time.
Part of growing up is realizing
Is
what
having
you used
your
to love.
dreams
Yeah.
crushed and your heart ripped out
Is
of your
seeing
chest.
things that you loved and then you see it again and you're like, oh, that wasn't quite what I remembered. Or you take it.
Well,
the good and the
nostalgia
bad.
is a powerful drug.
exactly. It's. I can argue everything that the product is crap over forever, but at the same time, will I always try and defend it? Yes, I'm always going to try and defend the product I love.
Because in all
Just because I
honesty,
hate current wrestling doesn't mean I don't love
look at
wrestling.
the talent that they have right now.
Yes.
It is probably the best talent they've ever had. Well, again, it's anyone can
I
argue
mean, I
that.
agree.
But between NXT, between the talent they have on the main rosters, whether they use it or not, it is a widely just amazingly talented group of individuals, of wrestlers. And they need to work on that. They need to have all of these people out there. They need to showcase it. It's basically what NXT already does. So let those people shine everywhere. There, I
Look at
said
TJ
something
getting
nice.
serious on us.
was
I'm
That's
46.
very
I'm
truth,
sentimental.
you know? Exactly.
That's that old man wisdom
Yeah.
kicking in. It's crazy.
46.
You get wiser with age, man.
Absolutely.
You just embrace it.
Couple more questions here before
doesn't
we
even have
call
gray
it
hair.
for the day. I have.
Old.
We have. Oh, this is a nice one. Is Gold Coast exclusive to SoCal? What is SoCal?
Duh.
What is
Duh,
SoCal?
what?
Like where does it end?
Yeah.
It's like saying is PWG exclusive to SoCal. Yeah.
Well, are we?
Yeah.
You would never. So you wouldn't
you
want to
never
hold an event
tour?
beyond Southern California?
If we could
We
tour,
are
that'd
we
be
are
dope.
Gold Coast. The Gold Coast goes up and down the coast.
Do we really want to go to the Bay Area?
Could I?
It's expensive, but it'd be fun.
So,
We'll see.
as they
Humboldt
say
County.
in the wrestling business, never say never.
Technically, Tijuana is in the Gold Coast. It's like part of that California.
Well, that's
coast.
where-
I mean,
that's where
I
we
think
cut
that's
off.
the cut off. Yeah.
That's where
no.
GCF
If y'all want to ride this bitch till the wheels fall off, we can go to Tijuana.
I'll reach out to Juan Pablo.
I'm gonna leave that for
He'll meet
Crash
us on
Lucha.
his donkey. He'll take us out
JB
there.
or JP will escort us.
Yes.
Yeah, you know we
Is
Everyone
Gold
watching
Close?
has no
we
idea
we
what
get
we're
Vintage
talking about.
Dragon. We
Hit
get,
him up
you
on
know,
Facebook.
we get,
He's got a profile. He's got shirts for sale. Go. There's Juan Pablo's plug. He's an old friend of TJ's. Hit him up. Good guy. At
Did Juan
times.
Pablo do porn with you too?
He did not, but
but we've
he actually gave me a scar on my finger that I can show. He carved a J into my finger. That's
From porn?
no. This is just there's
we've-
stories
we've,
that we
we've
gotta
had
get into
some
later on.
Pornographic
Yeah.
moments with the ladies, but
I'm not part of that.
I wasn't shooting the porno. It was just good old fashioned fun.
Oh, Teach.
I
All
was
right,
younger
guys.
then. I was
So yes,
30.
on that question, are we exclusive to SoCal? The owner says yes. The
mean, for
commissioner,
right now,
the commissioner
I guess.
says never say never. I would like to travel as far as possible and back. I think if we can brand, let's brand. If we can go to, I can tell you right now, insider info, we've got guys out in Riverside Diamond Bar area that would love to see us out there, and we'd love to bring our product to you. That's in the works as well. But one last one. I mean, this one's a very broad one, but final question. What's next in terms of growing the promotion? Branding. What's next in terms of growing our promotion?
I mean,
We always,
Yeah.
every show we do, we're trying to up the last show. So what's next? We're getting merch out there for you. What's next? We're getting bigger names when you want to see them. Now, I want to say that very loosely because we're not a product based on grabbing the hot thing of the month. We want to create stars. We're glad you come to see our stars, and I would never want them to be overshadowed by the hot name of the month. Now, would I love to have guys come in and try and prove their worth to Gold Coast and our talent? Absolutely. So what's next? We are always growing.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
mean,
take.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of just shooting to the top any chance we can get. And in this year, man, we've gone a lot farther than we thought we could. So we're just trying to.
That's very true, guys. 1 year to the day.
Exactly to the day. Yeah.
1 year to the day ago, we were in a Boys and Girls Club auditorium
Playing
In Westminster.
in Westminster,
playing
putting on
music,
the first show.
playing music
In
through a
case you didn't know what
karaoke
that was.
machine.
Playing music through a karaoke machine.
Uh-huh.
So you want to ask what's next? Look
our-
at where we
our-
came from. Look at us now.
Our entrance was a tarp.
A blue tarp duct taped was the entrance for wrestlers.
Yep.
You're getting all the insider info.
You know,
wrestlers
I mean-
crammed in the back in 100-degree weather because the AC wasn't turned on, and then it was revealed that it could have been turned on the entire show.
Those goddamn Boys and Girls Club employees just holding out on us.
At least
man.
they gave us candy.
Yeah.
I stupidly
Lots
wore
of
long sleeves
lots of
that day,
airheads
too.
for us in the back. They let us
Oh.
play Wii. So thanks, guys, for that. Deep shout out. 1 year later, here we are, guys. I can't stress enough. I'm very proud to be here a year later. You know, me and RJ don't always see eye to eye, but the product today versus even what it was on day one, it blows my mind.
Yeah, we don't have a karaoke machine anymore.
I still
Talking
do.
to you, Donnie Suarez.
One
Yeah.
1 year ago today, RJ, I chose.
Did he steal your karaoke machine?
Oh, you said we're a shit promotion because we have a karaoke machine.
Oh.
We got
we're-
DJ SoCal now, motherfucker.
1 year ago today, I chose
shout
the.
out when you
Shout out
say
DJ
things like
SoCal.
I chose my guy 1 year ago today to represent the brand. That was Lord Atu. You chose your guy, and it was Mikey O'Shea.
Damn.
that. That calls for a drink.
So that was 1 year ago.
You also
What a difference
You
a
also
year
What a
makes.
difference a year makes.
you also chose Danny Limelight.
Dead silence.
He had a successful reign, and now we're 3 champs in now. We're growing every day.
We're all we're
Caddy, Yeah, I know I mentioned you too
Chris
much.
Cadillac.
Don't worry, champ.
The
We got
dad
more
bod
coming
god.
soon. Guys, 1 year later, it's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different product. We're always going to be growing. We love everyone that has wrestled for us, regardless of what they may say over these mics. Thank you
That's
for
the truth.
thank you for building this brand. And that's the most heartfelt you're going to get from Commissioner before he turns right back to a dick. So thank you for building this brand. Thank you for being here 1 year later. Onwards and upwards, guys. Any
Onwards
last
and
minute
upwards.
stuff you got for them?
Just answer back my DM, Ray.
1 year later, just wait to see what we got next. All right, guys.
I was about to sing some Van Halen there.
Which one are we doing, Van Halen?
Van
Doing
Halen.
some higher over there.
Getting higher.
Yeah.
Higher and higher, straight up we'll climb.
Thank you, TJ. On that note, guys, that's going to wrap it up for us this week. Remember,
What was that?
That was
remember,
Van Halen, you classless shit.
leave it on the mat,
Sorry,
or you're
Bubba.
just another mark. I'll see you next time, guys.
We kill announcers here. We drink on air. We just do it all, guys.
You brought me in. I think I say this every single